Welcome to the Tee Off.
Ooh, spill that tea, sis.
This is how we like to start our show. We like to spill some tea on our favorite athletes and some of the crazy situations they get themselves into. Now, I know what everybody wants to hear us talk about right now is Deshaun Watson. I seen people, like, the tags have been coming through, the DMs have been coming through. We will not touch it just yet because the way information is coming out on this particular subject is insanely fast.
By the hour.
Yeah, like, we released an episode and, like, it went from 4 accusers to 22. There was actually court documents being filed. His lawyer says he has proof that at least one of them is lying. I'm going to wait for all of this information to kind of come more out so we can be a little bit more educated with our takes that come in this serious situation.
Right. We need information, and that's what we are waiting for to come out. As the court proceedings start, we're going to get more and more information. Bear with us. We want to give you the best possible take on this, not just the lazy take of what's in the news today. We want to be better than that.
So, we will instead talk about Isaiah Wilson. For y'all who are frequent listeners of the pod, you have heard us talk about Isaiah Wilson before. Former first-round draft pick last draft for the Tennessee Titans, an offensive tackle. He played at Georgia. Extremely great college career, super talented kid. And, of course, he had a range of off-field issues his rookie year that we talked about, such as, like, getting caught at a party at Tennessee State University while their campus was closed and attempting to jump off a balcony to avoid police officers. Remind you, this nigga's like 6'5" and 350 pounds. That is always the most important detail of that story. Of course, he got suspended for violating rules of the team. He crashed his car into a concrete wall during a DUI. His rookie season was filled with a ton of mishappenings. And, you know, 2 or 3 episodes ago, we talked about how he got traded to the Dolphins. And of course, I always say Miami is not the place to go fix your life and go straight. But it's okay because he never really even got to fix his life and go straight in Miami, because just 3 days after this trade, Isaiah Wilson was cut from the Dolphins. Now, it was a trade that really lends no value. They basically traded for a 7th round pick swap. The Titans were just trying to wash their hands of this player, give him a fresh start. Hopefully, trip 2 works better than trip 1, but trip 2 actually worked worse than trip 1 because now he is out of the league. Why is he out of the league? Why did he get cut? Weirdly enough, the meat of this story is not why he got cut. Now, he got cut because the team was like, we tried to help him, Miami. They were like, he refused all of our efforts to help him. And basically, he showed up late to his physical. He showed up late to team orientation. He skipped optional workouts that he had committed to going to. So it's not even like he had to go to these workouts. They were optional. And Mans was like, I'm going to be there. I'm real serious about this. And he skipped them. And during those workouts, did you know what he was doing? This nigga was basically hitting a vape on video, standing on top of a car partying.
Oh, that's not what I was going to guess. I was going to guess he was streaming something on Twitch, but that seems really too mild for this guy.
No. He was like hitting his vape. So like already, you know, the NFL sees that video. Let's get you drug tested, my guy. You will fail that drug test. Although, actually, weed is off now.
Oh, NFL finally let up on that.
They did, but they never reinstated Josh Gordon after doing it. It was the stupid.
Well, just like our government, you know, they want to legalize it, but leave people in jail.
Like, oh my God. But let's not get to the Josh Gordon thing. Like, that nigga's gotten such a raw deal for really doing fucking nothing wrong. But neither here nor there. Gets him cut off the team. And weirdly enough, now this is the funniest thing, the Dolphins traded, right? But before that trade, the Titans were aware of, and many people were aware of, but it had not hit everybody yet, that Isaiah Wilson had been arrested again before the trade happened. Yeah. So like they kept that one under wraps and kind of fleeced a little pick swap real quick before everybody found out. So why did he get arrested? Isaiah Wilson was arrested after a high-speed car chase with the police that ended in him being arrested at gunpoint. So apparently he is zooming down the highway in his Charger. He might have
couldn't have got a better car?
I'm pretty sure he crashed the first better car into a fucking concrete wall, and his money probably stopped flowing.
I guess
when
that's
the team
true.
canceled all your guarantees for fucking
The new
up.
Corvette's not that expensive. I'd get one of those over a Charger. I don't know. I digress. Keep.
He's in his Dodge Charger, right? Just killing it on the road. He's going about 123 miles per hour when he gets clocked by a police officer. And the police officer, of course, is like, the fuck? Pulls out after him, turns on his lights, is like, pull over. My man's like, nah, we don't do that here. Guns it, gets into a high-speed chase at 140 miles per hour with the police. A second police car shows
They have
up.
Chargers too?
He was like, bitch, my Charger better than yours.
He got the Hellcat? He got the
He's
Scat
like, this ain't that stock shit, nigga. Nah. And he gets into 140 miles per hour high-speed chase with the police. Multiple cars show up. The police end up saying this chase is becoming too dangerous. By now, we obviously have your license plate number. We gonna get you, nigga. And they decide to abandon the chase, and he ends up crashing the car again. After the police abandon the chase, and he ends up getting arrested by an undercover ICE officer who was in the area, and of course, like, there's a bolo on this nigga, right?
So every law enforcement officer in the city will come out of the woodwork.
Is looking for you, my guy. Yes, indeed. Gets arrested at gunpoint because they're like, yeah, this guy just had a high-speed chase with the police, you know. That one does not get you. Look, the guns come out unless you're white in that situation.
Whoa. That's felony speeding. That's not you get a little ticket.
It's not just felony speeding. It's, let me quote this. Speeding in a construction zone, reckless driving, felony evading or attempting to elude the police, possession of less than an ounce of marijuana, possession of other drug-related paraphernalia, and reckless conduct. Like, bruh got charges on charges on charges.
I think he just wanted to make it to the league. I don't think he actually wanted to
Be in the league?
Yes. That is the conclusion I have now come to.
Yeah, because, like, honestly, bruh, just like, can't you just do this shit in your house?
Quite literally. Get a house. Hell, buy a whole street. Drag race on your street. It's private. It's your business.
It's wild. There was also a woman in the car with him who was found having a bit of acid on her.
Probably took a little bit too while they were. That's why probably they were speeding. Probably was more drugs in the car.
Yeah. So at this point, I'm just like, I'm pretty sure this guy has to be out the league.
Oh, guys have been out the league for less, way less.
Look, and guys have gotten back into the league after doing way worse.
Also true, but they wanted to be back in the league. I don't know that this guy does.
Yeah.
He's going to have to prove to teams over a long period of time that he wants back. Think about guys like an Alden Smith, who was suspended for multiple years, who had to go through and the NFL's process for once you get suspended indefinitely is like, we will make you jump through every loop we possibly want you to. We might still say no. And so he's going to have to go through that. He's going to have to be on his best behavior for like a year. He's going to have to be on somebody practice squad or something and demonstrate he can show up to work before they give him any money.
That don't look likely. He's going to have a lot of growing up to do.
Well, it don't look likely, not because of growing up. He's going to end up in jail before he ever does that.
Fair. That is a very fair point. Honestly, I don't see how he stays out of jail this time. Like, he's probably, I don't know if they breathalyzed him or like did a sobriety test. You know what I'm talking
don't matter.
about?
I know his lawyer's taking the rest of his money.
Oh, the
lawyers got the rest of the money.
Nashville voided all of his guarantees. So they have to pay him no more money, and the Dolphins cut him with zero dead cap, and the checks have stopped.
Like I said, the lawyer has the rest of his money already. What, he got like 5 cases?
Oh, a couple of them he got let go with a warning, right? He got at least 3. The like DUI where he crashed into the wall, he's gonna still have to deal with. And I want to say,
was the underage drinking just a warning?
He wasn't underage. He was with underage people, and they let him. Yeah, the Tennessee State one. A bunch of other people got charges at the party, and they just let him go. It was kind of the like, oh, you play for the Titans player? Which only gets you so far when you don't play for the Titans no more.
Yeah, it's at least a few, but This man, like I said, this man needs some help. I don't know what the issue is. I don't know if it's just an attitude thing. I don't know if he got something going on. It ain't good though.
You were really wishing for his second chance comeback too.
Listen. I think everybody deserves a second chance. After that, that's on you. You get 2 chances. You get to mess up once, and if we like you, if we think you're talented, you get a second chance.
I don't think anybody doubts his talent. That's the problem.
After that, after you mess up two chances, you gotta prove to us you worth giving a third chance to. I don't see it happening.
All right, I'm with you. And that was your tee off.
Ooh, spill that tea, sis. Spill that tea.